Today I wanted to talk to you, make a quick video, and show you what I do to make professional looking stock photos. So without any further ado, let's go. Welcome back to the channel. My name is John from Flippin Ain't Easy, and today I wanted to make a really quick video and show you what I do to make quality stock photos for my eBay listings. So as you can see here, I'm on remove.bg. So remove.bg, it's not com, not org, anything like that, and it's very simple. So the idea here is that we're going to use this website, and it's a free website. Now they do have an option where they want you to sign up, and it gives you so many premium photos that they'll remove the background on. But this tool does a nice job of giving you the minimum size file, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks that I use to make this work really well. It doesn't cost anything. It's a free tool, and it's very fast. Now I've had some of you comment in my previous videos that you use various tools and they work well for you. By all means, if it works well, continue. But this one doesn't require you to go in and highlight any part of your image to remove the background. So hopefully for many of you who really don't have a setup, coffee table, dining room table, if you don't really have a fancy setup, and what this is going to do, even if your lighting isn't great, lighting is a good idea though, but even if your lighting isn't great, it's still going to go in and remove the background. And for me, I've had about a 90% success rate. And even when I come across the photo that isn't so hot, maybe it hasn't removed the entire background, it gives you the ability to go in and edit. So I'm going to show you pretty much the process that I do. So once you're on their website, you're going to go over here to upload image, and it's going to take you to anywhere you would normally go with your photos. You would have to go in and over here the pane, and you'd browse through whatever folder that you would want to locate a photo to use. So that photo would be wherever you store your eBay photos. And for me, this is just kind of a generic one for mobile uploads. I use a program called Dropbox, and it allows me to take photos with my iPhone, and I simply just upload them to Dropbox, and in about, say, 30 seconds, my pictures start loading into this folder. And so I'm just going to show you here how this works on a couple photos, and how this particular tool works. So just as a basic, I'll go ahead with this pair of shoes here, and I'll take this photo, and I click on it. It uploads, and as you can see, it's doing its thing, and it comes up with a very clean stock photo image. And one of the tricks I would say to do, and see, you go to download and do all that. So I can go right click, save image as, and so I can go in here and I can just save it. I usually just go like A, B, C, D, or that type of thing. So it's easy. You right click and save it. And so let's do another photo here. I'll upload another image. I'm going to do one with less of a background and see what we get here. I took a photo of an item where the customer sent back a printer, and they totally went inside the printer, and they swapped out the print head and put an old print head in, and it had just nasty ink all over the place. So I just did that. It wiped out the background, but you can see here, it took out some of my thumb. So you can go to edit, and go to edit, and then you go to erase restore. So I'm going to go to restore, and I'm just going to run the cursor over this, over the spot where, and for those of you who didn't see that, I'll go back, hit restore. You can change the brush size, but the default size is fine. And I'm just going to go over and restore my thumb, and then downloading image, and I'll then right click and save as, and then I'll save it as B or C in this case. Okay, And so that's how you can go in to do it. Now let's just say for a second on this photo that there's a part that I need to go in and erase and maybe edit. So you can go in and like trim this if you need to. Let's say maybe some of the background doesn't come out, and then you can save it the same way. So it's kind of cool. I don't know if you saw that, but you can kind of just erase, and you can change the brush size. So if I wanted to go in here and just kind of cut the corners here, which I wouldn't do, but you know, you can edit this so that if it does pick up a part of the background, like right here, I don't know if you can see that, but it does pick up part of what should be the background. And you can even go in and zoom in, and it's a good little tool. You can see that little spot right there. We can go in and just kind of get that out. And so of course I'm never going to use this photo, but it just as an example to you guys. We could do another one here. Upload image, and every once in a while it'll do one of those CAPTCHA deals where it will ask you for you know, to identify which boxes have the boat or the bicycle, and that takes really 30 seconds and you're good. Going to, let's say this modem here that I have, and we'll click on that, and it look how good it does the wiring here. And so I don't have to do anything. In this case, I'll just right click, save image as, in this case D, I'm done. And so do that for all your photos. Now, one thing I would recommend before you go in and do this, you can do like, here's this guitar case that I have. So I will right click and open with Photos, and if you have a Windows computer, you'll have photos in there. And so I like to crop these to where I get, you don't want to go too close, but if you leave a lot of gaps, if I left like a big gap here, it really doesn't look as good if you do that. So you want to kind of keep your gaps a little close here, maybe, you know, a small gap from the top of your frame to the item itself. And so you'll go in and you'll just save it. Okay, you don't save a copy, you just save it. It saves it over the file, and then I'll click on it, and voila, look at that. Very clean, doesn't take any effort at all. And save image as, I'll use whatever, name it whatever you like, and you accumulate your photos that way. And then when you make your listing, you just go into that folder, find the file. So like for instance, if I have 5 photos of that guitar case, I'll go E1, E2, E3, E4, something like that. And then I know that all my guitar photos are E1 through E5 or whatever it is. And that's what I'll go in and import into my listing when I'm doing my listing. So that is just a quick, and it's just simple. It's very simple. You don't have to pay for the high resolution images, because this image will fit right into your listing. It'll look very good, look store quality, and that's what I use on all my stores. It saves me time. I don't have to go in and fiddle with the lighting in the listing. I don't have to fiddle with really anything. Even with eBay's tools, it fits right into the listing, and that's one less thing I have to worry about. So again, if you have an existing tool and you like that better, by all means, continue doing what works for you. But for those who maybe don't have the best setup for lighting, maybe have a very limited space to do your photos, and your background is lacking, or maybe you have, you know, the background is your floor, or the background of the photo is your dining room table. This way you can take that out and substitute a nice looking white background. It looks just like any item you'd buy at Walmart online or Amazon online. So what do you guys think? Put your comments down below if you were able to utilize this, if this helps you, if this gives you any ideas on what you can do for better photos. And do me a favor though, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell icon so when I come out with another video to try to help you guys, you'll be notified. Here's another tool for you. Continue listing, continue selling, and just know that flipping ain't easy, and we'll see you next time.